Hi guys, welcome again to Learn TWI, the fun way with TWI Junior Pro. My name is Kwesi, and before we start today's lesson, I just want to thank everyone who sent me a message wishing me well when I wasn't feeling well. So guys, thanks again for your continued support. So for this week, we have 3 people that needed something translated, and the very first person that needed something translated was Daniel. Daniel, thanks again for your continued support, and this is what Daniel wanted to know. The very first thing Daniel wanted to know was, which way do you want me to do it? Again, which way do you want me to do it? Now that in TWI can be said as Ɛkwan bɛn so na wopɛ sɛ meyɛ no. Again, Ɛkwan bɛn so na wopɛ sɛ meyɛ no. One last time. Ɛkwan bɛn so na wopɛ sɛ meyɛ no. So ɛkwan bɛn so is in what way? Na wopɛ sɛ do you want me to? Meyɛ no, do it. So again, Ɛkwan bɛn so na wopɛ sɛ meyɛ no. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, which way do you want it? Again, which way do you want it? Now that in TWI can be said as sɛn na wopɛ no. Again, sɛn na wopɛ no. One last time, sɛn na wopɛ no. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, which one? Now which one can be said in 2 ways. Now the first way one can actually say which one in TWI would be emu deɛn. Again, emu deɛn. One last time, emu deɛn. Now the second way of one saying which one in TWI would be emu deɛn. Again, emu deɛn. One last time, emu deɛn. Now the third thing that Daniel wanted to know was, I am outside. Now I am outside in TWI is mewɔ abɔnten. Again, mewɔ abɔnten. One last time, mewɔ abɔnten, where me is me, wo is I am. So mewɔ is I am, abɔnten is outside. So again, mewɔ abɔnten. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, you are not powerful. Again, you are not powerful. Now that in TWI can be said as wonni tumi biara. Again, wonni tumi biara. One last time, wonni tumi biara. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, who is that? Now that in TWI can be said as Hwan no. Again, Hwan no. One last time, Hwan no. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, that scared me. Now that scared me in TWI is Ɛbɔɔ Mennhu. Again, Ɛbɔɔ Mennhu. One last time, Ɛbɔɔ Mennhu. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, what are you scared of? Now what are you scared of in TWI can be said as Ɛdeɛn na ɛbɔɔ wo ho. Again, Ɛdeɛn na ɛbɔɔ wo ho. One last time, Ɛdeɛn na ɛbɔɔ wo ho. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, because of that. Now because of that in TWI can be said as Ɛnam saa so. Again, Ɛnam saa so. One last time, Ɛnam saa so. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, I can't find it. Again, I can't find it. Now I can't find it in TWI is Mennhu. Again, Mennhu. One last time, Mennhu. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, you think I am made of money. Now that in TWI can actually be said in 2 ways. Now the first way one can actually say that is, Wodwen sɛ yɛde sika na ɛyɛɛ me. Again, Wodwen sɛ yɛde sika na ɛyɛɛ me. One last time, Wodwen sɛ yɛde sika na ɛyɛɛ me. Now the second way one can actually say that is, Wodwen sɛ meyɛ sikani. Again, Wodwen sɛ meyɛ sikani. One last time, Wodwen sɛ meyɛ sikani. And the last thing that Daniel wanted to know was, why are you yelling? Again, why are you yelling? Now that in TWI can be said as Adɛn nti na woretietiem. Again, Adɛn nti na woretietiem. One last time, Adɛn nti na woretietiem. But when it's written to be Adɛn nti na woretietiem. So again, why are you yelling in TWI is Adɛn na woretietiem. So that's it for Daniel. Daniel, thanks again for continued support. And the next person that wanted something translated was Ju. As usual, thanks again for your continued support. And this is what Ju wanted to know. So Ju wanted to find out the difference between ba and ma in relation to coming, right? So ba and ma, right? So I gave 2 examples to that, right? So let's start with ba. If somebody says obebaha in English, that is the person, he or she will come here. Obebaha, right? So that's where the ba actually comes in. So obebaha is the person, or he or she will come here. Now let's dive down to ma, right? Now an example of ma would be, ma with a double M would be don't come, right? Then one can say emmaha, which is don't come here. So if somebody says emmaha, what they're saying is don't come here. Ju, I hope that was helpful. Now the last person that needed something translated was Mujeeb. Mujeeb, as usual, thanks again for your continued support. And these are the things that Mujeeb wanted to know. Even if you call me, I won't answer. Again, even if you call me, I won't answer. Now that in TWI can be said as se ufre mimpoa memfa. Again, se ufre mimpoa memfa. One last time. Se ufre mimpoa memfa. So if you say se ufre mia, that in English would be if you call me, right? If you add the mpoa is even if you call me. Memfa is I won't answer. Basically saying I won't pick up. So again, se ufre mimpoa memfa. Now the next thing that Mujeeb wanted to know was, is it cloth she went to give them since morning? Again, is it cloth she went to give them since morning? So I'm guessing what Mujeeb wanted to find out was, is it cloth that the person took wherever they were going to take it since morning and they're not back? Something like that, right? So now that in TWI literally can be translated as, Enti ɛyɛntoma nɔde kɔmaa wɔn ɛfiri anɔpa. Again, Enti ɛyɛntoma nɔde kɔmaa wɔn ɛfiri anɔpa. One last time. Enti ɛyɛntoma nɔde kɔmaa wɔn ɛfiri anɔpa. So if you say enti ɛyɛntoma, ntoma is cloth, right? If you say enti ɛyɛntoma, so what you're saying is it cloth na ɔde kɔmaa wɔn? Did the person go give them ɛfiri anɔpa since morning? So again, enti ɛyɛntoma nɔde kɔmaa wɔn ɛfiri anɔpa. Now the next thing that Mujeeb wanted to know was, everything is now expensive. Again, everything is now expensive, which literally is true. Everything in the world now is now expensive. Now that in TWI can be said as, biara boyeding se siara. Again, biara boyeding se siara. One last time. Biara boyeding se siara. You know what? Let me just slow this one down. Biara boyeding. Sesiara. So if you say bibiara bo is everything's price, yɛde is expensive, sesiara at this moment or now. So again, bibiara bo yɛde sesiara. Now the next thing that Mujeeb wanted to know was, that is what people will also think. Again, that is what people will also think. Now that in TWI can be said as, sana obiara nso bedwene. Again, sa na obiara nso bedwene. One last time. Sa na obiara nso bedwene. So sa na obiara is, that's what everyone. Sa na obiara nso, everyone else, bedwene will think. So again, sa na obiara nso bedwene. Now the last thing that Mujeeb wanted to know was, if you don't want, then leave here. That's sad, but yeah. If you don't want, then leave here. Now that in TWI can be said as, se wumpa enye friha. Again, se wumpa enye friha. One last time. Se wumpa enye friha. Let me just try and slow it down. Se wumpa enye friha. Guys, we've reached the end of this week's lesson. I just want to thank everyone yet again, right? And remember, guys, if you like the content of the channel, please click on the like button. Please click on the subscribe button, and please click on the bell button for future notifications. And please remember, if you want to learn TWI quicker, right, please go get the TWI Junior Pro app. It's on Google Store. With that and this, you learn the language quicker. Guys, with lots of love, see you next week. Remember, do take care of yourself. Lots of love again from me, Kwesi. Bye.